So I just finished watching the film Open House, which is exclusive to Netflix, I believe. And it was brought to my attention because I watched the film The Rental earlier on, which is not on Netflix, but I watched it on Roku. I believe you can get it on Amazon Prime and many other streaming sites. But yeah, I just finished the open house. A lot of people were talking about both the open house and the rental. I heard of the rental first, and I watched the rental first, and then started watching some people's reviews on the rental, and they were comparing it to the open house, and some were saying that it was so much better than the open house, or it was pretty much a open house copycat, or the open house was better. So I checked out both, and I have to say my reviews on both is that I love them both. I think this is a new. I wouldn't say new, but I would say it's a new idea. It's not a new concept. It's been done before, but I like this theory. Again, theory is the wrong word. I like this direction that these horror stories go. They blend horror and drama, and I loved The Rental. I think I like The Rental a little bit better, but The Open House was also amazing. A lot of people hated The Open House. A lot of people actually hated The Open House and liked The Rental. And then there's other people who hate them both. I can see why you hate how people would hate them both. But I think they're really good. It's the idea of basically you have a premise where both of them take the rental is about a bunch of people going to an Airbnb and renting a house from this person, and then stuff starts to happen. And the open house is about a son losing his father, and then his mother and himself open this house to sell it, and then stuff starts to happen. So both of them take place in basically allowing people to enter a home for rent or for viewing or whatever. It all takes place in a home for show kind of thing. And stuff starts to go down, but it both films they play along the theme where it it makes it seem like they introduce characters where you think that they're going to be the villains, and not just one, but they do it a few times where you're like, oh, it's this person. Oh no, it's this person. Oh, it's that woman. No, it's that man. Maybe it's the mother, or maybe it's the owner of the house. Who knows? And it introduces characters where you can see the characters start to they start to act sketchy, and they come into the picture and they start to act really sketchy, and you're like, well, it's got to be one of these people. And then in the third act they switch it around where the actual person who's manipulating everything is somebody that's never been introduced to the film. It's just a random. You don't even see their face, which I find cool. I really like that aspect, where the suspense is built through characters that are developed slowly, and then the main antagonist is somebody that you've never seen in the film and you never see in the film. And a lot of people hate that, where the villain is never revealed. I like it. And you can't say it's never been done. I mean, Halloween 1978, what is the perfect example of that? I mean, you see, I guess, Michael Myers' face for 2 seconds, but other than that, there's no motive, there's no reason. It's just horror. And I think that idea of horror is coming back, and I really appreciate it, and I really like it, and I think like I'm down for it. I think both films are amazing. I don't. I think I like The Rental a little bit better, but honestly, I would put them both pretty equal. But yeah, they're very suspenseful. I highly recommend them both, and I think it's an idea of horror that that I really think can go places, especially if you start to use your imagination with it, where you don't reveal the killer. And I think it's a good start to where we can see, you know, horror movies go. So that's my review on The Rental and The Open House. The Open House is on Netflix. The Rental is available. I watched it on Roku, but I'm pretty sure it's on Video on Demand or Amazon Prime. So I would check them out both because they are both really good and very suspenseful. So that's my review on both. Cheers.